So I managed to sneak away into the garage a little bit tonight, and I'm hoping to get the old rear axle out of the car. I don't have a ton of time to work on it this evening, but I do want to put in at least 15 to 30 minutes, see if I can't get that going. Get the shocks out. Thankfully, they're new, or newish anyway. So goodness gracious, do I have a good battery? Now this brake line, I'm sure, is completely junk. I mean, the car is what, 54 years old. 54 years old. So, yeah, I mean, there's a tag on here. I'm not real sure if that. It's probably not original, but I doubt it's going to work with the new rear. And to be quite honest, it's pretty hard. So I'm going to say that's junk. So let me get a clamp and something to cut it with. Okay. Oh yeah, you can tell the inside is all swollen shut too. It probably wouldn't have worked anyway. I didn't expect that either. These shackles are, I mean, they're pretty shot. And this guy, that's coming right off. Oh man, I can't even hardly believe that. Huh. Alright, well, I don't know where this car is originally from. Jason lives in the Carolinas, though. Carolinas are more like Georgia, where I'm from, in terms of this kind of stuff. So this is really good. I got it out. I've been working on it maybe 20 minutes. Well, exhaust is off, rear's out, old leaf springs are out. I'd say that's pretty good for the 20 or 25 minutes I worked on it tonight. So that's gonna be it for me out in the garage tonight. I'm gonna come back out probably tomorrow night and get the new springs hung. And I've got some parts that are supposed to be here, so that's gonna really help a bunch. Spring perches, U-bolts, a couple other things. I'll get the new axle hung under the car. Finally start measuring up for some wheels. Okay, back out here next night. Got some parts in from the mail. So the cow track stuff that got here a couple of it was like a week or two ago. So you guys have already kind of seen that, but I got some spring perches. These are a set of Curries. They're 3 1/4 inch. You'll notice some shiny parts right here. I did have to just kind of hit the corners to get it to fit down on the axle tube. Also, I confirmed the pin size, and the pin size on these cow tracks, right down here, that's a 9/16 diameter, and Curry's spring perches was a 1/2 inch. So I drilled those out, and I think they're ready to go on. So now my hope is tonight is just to get this in mock-up so that I can get a good visual on what we need for rear wheels. So that is where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so I got my measurements. It looks like I'm gonna probably end up with 15 by 8 with 3.5 inches of back spacing. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. So I think next is gonna be some engine prep to get that ready. So I know I've got a little bit of stuff to do yet for the rear end. I've got to get, I'm gonna break it all back down. I got to clean up the axle tube for welding. I'll probably tack weld just for now to make sure that we're absolutely satisfied with that. I need to check pinion angle and stuff, and then we'll go from there. So even though I had two cameras going, I managed to somehow either delete or miss the footage entirely of my explanation on this oil pan change. Basically, that's an F-body oil pan, which fits a whole lot of stuff, but it doesn't fit the Foulcan. The Foulcan needs a front sump oil pan, so we grabbed a GTO oil pan. This thing doesn't fit with a flip, so I'm gonna doctor it up a little bit and make it work. Apparently nothing wants to fit right. The bracket that holds the pickup tube steady, the bolts to the main cap, was completely wrong. So I tried to bend it around, that didn't work. Ultimately I did break off the cap, the bracket, and I'm gonna weld it into a new position that way, because otherwise the way I had it before, the connecting rod was gonna hit. So it's just you get what you pay for, so can't be too upset. But it is a little bit frustrating. It would be nice if stuff fit a little better out of the box. just checked the post date on this just to see, to remind myself. October 7th, 2020 was the post date. So that's how long we've had pieces parts hanging around for this particular project. So, alright. Now, this flex plate is PRW, which is sold by ICT Billet. I'm sure you can probably get them other places too. I actually have these on my website if you decided you needed to get one. This is it's an SFI flex plate, so if you plan to go faster than 1099, it's a good idea to have one of these. And it is a multi-pattern flex plate. And of course, new bolts. Now, you can say what you want about how to do this. I do not use any thread sealant. I just torque them to spec and call it good. The reason for that is I want the stuff to be able to come apart. Didn't think you'd learn anything on my channel, huh? Had to run and look up the torque spec. It is 74 foot-pounds, by the way. Alright, so this is a 41 to 4500 stall, somewhere in there. It's from Transition Specialties. Those guys take good care of us for automatic junk. This is one of their budget converters. Let's see. Does not have anti-ballooning plates, but for what we're doing with this car, I think it'll be perfect. Camshaft in this is 232, 240 at 50. On a, I think like a 112 plus something. I don't know. Camshaft is kind of big for a 5.3, but I would imagine that we'll shift this somewhere around 7,000. It does have the Gen 4 rods in it, thankfully, so probably gonna make a mess. All right, that goes right into the pump. Yep, we're good. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with me in the shop. So next week's episode, I might actually have 2 episodes coming out because I'm hoping that we're going to get some parts in for the rear end. some wheels maybe tomorrow, and then got Mr. Jason going to come up and hang out with us next week, and I'm going to definitely get him on that 5-lug conversion on the front, and then we're going to get the engine and trans in the car, and the intention is to get the transmission crossmember built, among some other things. So anyways, thanks again. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.